We can't just keep silence forever. Yeah, I need the splits. There you go. Oh, splits, please. I think I have Blognum. Let's start again. So now I can ask you the regular talk. How is everyone going? I'm doing pretty okay, despite what I talk. Okay, there you go. Alright, Roberto Skip, another day. How many days I've been doing this stuff? It's like several days of grinding. Is it like 4 streams already? Or 5? I don't really remember. That's quite a lot, you know. I don't think I have many times where I had like 5 streams without a PB. It definitely looks like the hardest route. I keep saying road. The hardest route so far for the game. And I would say that there has been glitches as difficult as this in the past that could got me into grinding several streams before getting a PV. But the thing is, I never really did a lot of runs with those because they didn't save that much time.
To think that once I could not see beyond.
Like, for example, there was Zombie Hover on Roberto, the first strat, the old method for Zombie Hover. That was very precise. I think I did like 2 runs with that. Probably no more. And then on that same period, I still didn't have a PvE with Bronze Skip. So I remember when I got Bronze Skip finally, I opted to don't do Zombie Hover actually, because it was kind of a free PvE with Bronze Skip. And then eventually, I think after the PvE, I jumped into individual levels for a little bit. And then Sir discovered Freecast. And with that, now there's an easier setup for Zombie Hover. So I never really needed to do runs with the old setup. Just a little bit, but... And Zombie Hover doesn't even save that much time. At least the old... Like the old setup, I think it was like 12 seconds. Yo, Big No-No, how you doing? Thank you for the good luck. So yeah, I wasn't willing to do that many runs to save just 12 seconds. And it's 12 seconds if you actually get it fast. So it just wasn't that much. And the same period, there was Warm Warp 2. Which is a frame per... It used to be a frame perfect trick. With that, before precast. Freecast. And... that one saved also not that much in the past. And it's also kind of RNG, you know, like... It saved like 7 seconds compared to the best RNG. And I guess like 20 or a little bit less than 20 compared to average RNG. And it's like a frame perfect trick in the middle of the last chapter, so I wasn't willing to do that. And if you fail that, you're losing like much more than that.
I cannot say what was the true beginning.
I think I did try it a couple times though. But again, not like several streams. Roberto Skip, it's definitely a different beast. I'm working towards it just because of, you know, the stupid time save, like 5 minutes. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, so I think from what I got the other day, it seems that to get a to get a PvE, I need to do the Roberto Skip on like 7 tries at most. If I don't get it on 7 tries, then I'm probably not PvEing like a war record, you know? And then if I wanna sub 130, which is the dream, but I don't know if I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I would love to, but it's hard. I need to get it on like 4 tries at most. And yeah, no idea if that is happening. Seems really hard. That's weird movement. And yeah, it would be completely amazing to get a good run today. Again, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's fine. But it would be amazing because during the week, I'm probably gonna be running the marathon practice. Because on Saturday I have a marathon. Halloween marathon. No, I don't need to sneak here. And so I need to get some of the muscle memory back from that. Also, I need to practice for the Gladius. I put Enchanted Gladius as an incentive. So in case that is met, then I have to practice it. I mean, I have to practice it regardless. Where's the zombie? Should be enough. And yeah, I thought like that same day someone else talked about the day I was looking for incentives. Someone else reminded me about Mantrok, which I completely forgot about. And I think Mantrok is the best incentive, but it requires changing a lot of the route for later. And I don't think I have all that much time to practice that. Also, the good thing about Enchanted Gladius is that it doesn't change that much actually. You just change individual certain chapters, but it's like adding stuff to chapters. It doesn't completely change other strats. So it doesn't completely mess with my muscle memory, that's what I'm trying to say.
Fool!
Okay, good, Elia. Use Mentor rune a lot in that run. So on the past, the so-called Mentor percent, I actually didn't use it that much because there wasn't free cast, so the options.
From my research,
there was like a period of time where quote-unquote Mentor percent and any percent were pretty similar. Today, I think they will be quite different. Because I feel having more knowledge about the game will probably move things towards more Mantork spells.
Oh my god, what is it? This devil's work.
But again, it's really just a theory. I haven't actually looked into it. I abandoned Mantork percent. I really don't like that category. I don't like that it is a category. I really only grinded because I wanted to prove a point. I wanted to finish a run that had Mantork and was faster than second place of any percent. That's all I wanted. I just did it for that. But I feel it's too little of a change from any percent to be, at least to interest me as a category. If someone else is interested, that's fine. I might run 100% at some point. One, two, three. Getting hits on the floor. I remember in the past I was getting a lot of hits in the wall. And that doesn't happen as often anymore. Started doing something different. Okay, Skip. Time to skip the urns. I mean, so you mix there, then you get hit. And then, right? I mean, first you get hit, and then you mix. And then you open the door, and on this next room you have a couple of frames to pause the game. Okay, that's not exactly the save file I want, but I'm gonna change it later on Alex 4. And on that pause you can do an enchantment, and then the enchantment allows you to move in the cutscene.
You have come to return my...
Oops. I was doing U strats. Okay, hardest part of Anthony, here we go. This fucking Vibram storage that I hate. I might do it. It's almost a soft lock. Not entirely sure if you can get one here, but kind of look like one. All right. I think that was similar to the previous PvE on this route. So not that great, but I guess good enough. Far away from the Sum of S, for sure. I still need to skip the horror. It's not over yet. Okay. And thanks to the walking on ceiling, I guaranteed don't have any sanity effects. Oh, it was better. I really wasted a lot of time on the setup last time. But yeah, that's the first reset point, Anthony. I feel like as you get better in the speedrun, you should... It's very rare that you're gonna reset on Elia, like before
Modern
Anthony.
Psychology of
Yo, hello Playful, how you doing? Thank you for the host, by the way. I'm actually not practicing for Halo Speed. I'm gonna start practicing the specific route for the marathon during the week. Now I'm going for like PV attempts. On the route of the marathon, it's literally impossible for me to do a PV. PV attempts in a new game I'm running. Then practicing commentary, nice. Okay, so far Kareem looks fine. The very beginning of Kareem is actually pretty tight. I want to get the best movement possible, so I will have enough time to avoid a crash on this fight. Double arm attack, crazy. So I have a couple of seconds to spare. So you see, there is the sanity effect. If that sanity effect gets activated on the previous room, and it's like a room sanity effect, not like that one, then I get a crash.
Isn't really happening.
Good. Little spelling cutscene there. Sanity. You have like, how much it was? Like 10 frames to get that thing? It's 6 frames if you don't stop with R. But if you use R, you gain some frames, some extra frames. And now, lots of cutscenes to unload the enemies. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of that on Kareem. Okay, that's good magic for later. No. No. Finish, please. One, two. So you finish the last trapper, the trapper that is farther away, with a chakram. Then you walk to the gate, and you count 2. It's not exactly 2 seconds. I don't count 2 seconds, I just count 1, 2. It's probably like 1 second. 1 real second, I don't know. But that works for me, and you start the enchant there. And that always merges into the gate opening with the enchantment. Keep forgetting where the tome is on this part. And now we're gonna fight behind the barrier. And more cutscenes. That's kind of bad. Okay. It might be just fine. I kind of need to wait for the zombie to kill the mantra. Otherwise we're gonna get an undead zombie. A zombie. That's gonna be standing, just a pair of legs standing. That cannot be killed. Or, it can probably be killed, but I'm in a very awkward position, and it's kind of difficult. One more. Yes. Okay. I don't like that. Whatever. That was a very clean Kareem up to that part. So I kinda got trapped by the zombies. I need to react better there if I see that the zombies are too close and they're gonna trap me. What I can do is I can probably do the pause earlier and do like a head attack on one of the blue ones so it doesn't sink and I insta-kill it. I think that is probably the best strat in that case. So remember to always get that key on Alex 5. Alex 5 is Alex segment after Max. I mean after Kareem, before Max. You can get it anytime, but it's faster to get it on this segment.
I will not argue that I was shocked by the sudden mention.
Just slightly faster. And now we go to Max. We got a lot of foreshadowing on Kareem. That Max was the next chapter. Do you have notes in front of you or doing this run, or do you remember everything at this point? I remember I don't have the only notes I have right now. It's the Enga route. Which teleporters I need to go in which order. Which I kind of remember, but I still have the thing just in case. Because it's easy for me to get confused. That's the only thing I have. Every time I do a new assignment route with different spells, I have a Google Doc with those. And I usually look at the document on like the first couple runs, and then as soon as I get the muscle memory of the new assignments, I stop using the document. And that's because like small changes on some strats might mean a different spell here and there, and as it is right now on the speedrun of this game, we optimize every single pause. So we have kind of the minimal amount of pauses. And also because menu is like so big in this speedrun, I really like to learn the assignments very well. So stuff like this, for example. So every time things like that change because of a new route, I need to use notes for a little bit. Okay, please don't harass Max. Thanks. Alright, let's see if now I can get that skip. I've been failing this a lot. You gotta gently slide your finger from A to B twice. Jesus. Oh my god. Just can't do it. You gotta press them almost at the same time. Or maybe just at the same time, but you can press A just a tiny bit before. which is usually how I do it. Might be able to just slide from one to the other. I might start doing that to see if I'm more comfortable with that. I'm gonna open the window a little bit. But yeah, I'm failing too many times, so I'm probably gonna switch this thread. I wasn't brave enough to go for a YOLO. You can shoot the thing as soon as it finishes teleporting, but there's not really a way to know if it's gonna be on your line of vision or if it's gonna be on one of the sides. The best case scenario is when it teleports close to you. Easier on an Xbox controller? Maybe. I mean, it's fairly easy here on... at least on the GameCube one. I actually do that strat for punching doors. It's just that I don't quite remember if sliding works for that specific death cancel.
Influence was incredible.
So I need to test it first. But yeah, for punching doors, I always do this. I slide from A to B. Okay, Roberto Skip. Here we go. It's not mandatory to kill the Reaper here, but I always do it for sanity. Not quite. Okay. That's fine. Okay, blue zombie didn't look at me. It's always good. Trapper exploded. That's fine. Guess I'll try this thread, the backup. I got it once. Oh, wasn't close enough. No. I was outside of the B prompt. Couldn't even try to go for it. But I have an enchanted gun, so it's not that bad. god. Why is that not... Oh my god, okay, the run is over. Why you didn't grab me? What the fuck? Oh, that's so unfair. I'm so mad. Jeez. God. Jesus, that's so bad. Yeah. I mean, technically, I can PV steal, but it's kind of painful. How's my sanity? It's pretty low. Oh god. Oh god. I've never done this room on that direction. Want to at least do hallway skip. Oh, and I have the handgun too. Yeah. No. Okay, I'll do a recovery here. Fuck it. I didn't even grab the silver shit. Jesus. Whatever. Yo, Demonic, how you doing? So I think this is the first time I failed silver skip that way. Thank you for the follow, Playful. Literally never seen that before. Classic speedrunning. Just set up your stream overlay. Nice. There's nothing like getting, you know, like your overlay ready. I don't really use a whole lot of overlays. Like I just have a background splits, that's about it. But there's some overlays that look pretty cool. Your overlay looks terrible. I see. Because you're lazy. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy too. Like I just try to do it so everything's clear. But it's really just, again, just the splits. Like there's people that put more effort into overlays and they actually have like everything in a little square, you know? Like you have a frame or something. That definitely looks cooler. And you can put stuff, like other stuff outside of the gameplay, you know, like, I don't know, a recent follow or a incentive or something, social media, whatever. hard part for me was finding something for my splits background. Yeah. Yeah, at least that thing I really like to give different backgrounds and like just simple but different backgrounds for each game I speedrun. Want a looping video instead of background image. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a hard thing. Like, what I do is I make the background very transparent. That's what works best for me. You know, even while the splits are transparent, of course, but the background behind, it's also transparent. And that, I feel like that is the best adjustment for... It worked better than brightness and contrast for me. Just straight transparency, changing the alpha of the background itself. That has been working like a charm for all my backgrounds on splits. I hate when I fail that. That was a 413 for sure.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I.
And then Elliot disappears for one frame. Oh my god, what is that movement? So it was fun when someone... Submits for a game you're the only person on and gets Warwicker right off the bat. Yeah, a lot of the games I speedrun start like that. Like I actually like to run games that have like early development on speed meta. But I don't like it for the war records. I mean, that's just a side effect that is cool. But I don't know, it's not like the speedrun government pays me $1 for every war record I have, so I don't really care about that. What I like about early development on speedrun meta is that you have a lot of work to do on the game. And you have to do everything. You need to glitch hunting. You need to root. You need to came up with strats. And you basically just do, you know, history for the game. So it's kind of like a empty canvas that you need to fill. Unlike develop games where you reach those and you just have to learn stuff, which is good on its own. It's just a different kind of thing. Time delta was like 11 minutes. You know, one of the games I experienced, Lost Vikings 2, that is my worst speed game. In terms of what I accomplished. I should be, like, I can get a 1 hour and a half on that game. If I grind. But I have like 1 hour 45. Because it's so early in development. And I just haven't grinded. It's also probably the hardest game I speedrun. I thought everyone that gets world record on a game gets immediately famous and rich. Yeah. Yeah, you have no idea how many millions I have. With my several records on games not too many people run. Is this a horror? Yeah, it's a horror. That's kind of an early effect. Interesting. We got another of those. I'm starting to think that is when the zombie looks at me. I don't know. I'm confused. This game confuses me sometimes. Honestly, I'm just glad the game is getting a little bit more exposure. Follow development for sometimes like 7 years and it holds special place. Yeah, it's the same for me. And it's also cool that, you know, to think that you are part of the story of the game.
It is
In a way.
the endeavor.
Like, I like to document stuff a lot. I'm definitely a documenter, if that's a word. So for example, I have a speedrun timeline of this game, where you have like the world record history of things that are even before speedrun.com, you know? SDA and stuff like that.
We should get out of here.
And I also keep track of every single contribution.
Feared the most.
You know, glitches, documentations, optimizations, different strats. And I just put everyone there, everyone that makes the contribution on the document. So it's there as a, you know, a testament of the history, the speedrun meta of Eternal Darkness. And I'm gonna start doing the same for my other speed games, because I feel like some of that story might be forgotten. You know, there's a lot of people that tend to just either erase or lose their extremely old PvEs. I got a tweet from the devs commenting on my work announcement. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, the dogs. Dogs are a sanity effect. It's so funny how you can hear the dogs even while I have a noise gate. That just tells you how loud they are. And they're not even my dogs. I don't have dogs, actually. I only have cats. Those are my neighbors. Oh, that one I haven't seen it. I almost watched the cutscene. Almost. Ralpher? Yeah, I didn't know about that one. Oh, and it's global. Interesting.
So, you have come to return my...
Nope. Alright. Anthony set up for Roberto Skip. Take 2. A lot of technical shit going on in this room. Just gotta believe me. Oh, that's so good. What the fuck? That's too good. Jeez. Nice. Might even be a gold. I need to actively avoid the B-prom of the codex. That's why my movement is kinda awkward on the stairs. And why I opted to use the sword here. Because I still need to change to the Scramasax for Horror Skip. So that's kind of an extra boss. I'm still evaluating if that's the best. And it's definitely not the best, but you know, the best in terms of safety. You know what I mean? Let's go! Please don't get in my way. Thanks. Nice. That's a mistake. Whatever, that's like 8 seconds, whatever, it's fine. I'm not supposed to load, just save. But it's like, my hands just went to the load there. Fine. I think I'm really not that great at making emotes. I've been trying to make interesting emotes for Eternal. Like, I like the Alex Dead.
dreams. Modern psychology of
I tried to think something about the rats, but I couldn't make it work. Just cutting one of the rats of the game, but it doesn't look as great. So maybe a max face would be better for the rats, but I don't know. You mean like the rune Mantrok or the ancient? Because I already have all the runes on my FFZ. The actual ancient? I see. Yeah, that's really hard. You can make spells in my chat if you have FSC. Alright, please no crash. This is a good run so far. That zombie. That zombie's gonna be annoying. Please don't hit me. Thanks. Jeez. Yeah, you kinda have to do it chibi. Like, you would need to ask an artist to make kind of a comic version of Mantrok, so it is noticeable on the emote. Yo, Shadow Guy, how you doing? How's it going tonight? Oh, by the way, I guess there is a possibility that my internet suddenly stops today, or there is a blackout. Just for you to know. If the stream suddenly ends, it will be because of that. But you skip Edward in the first place? So Edward was skipped. Give me a second. 1, 2. Edward, the first Edward skip came in the form of a zombie clip on the bathroom, the second floor bathroom, where you went into the bathroom that has the lights off, and you enter with a zombie and you leave Alex in a specific corner, and then you go back with the zombie, and the zombie, when you release it, it clips Alex into the wall. And from there, there's like a bunch of space, a bunch of collision out of bounds, and you can walk into the Max room, the servant room, where the stethoscope is. So that's the first way, the first method we have to skipping Edward. Now we have a different method using free gas. And there's actually 4 different methods to skip Edward. So after that one, 2 more were discovered. One that is really slower, and another one that it works for another category because it uses cutscene storage. It's faster, but not that safe. I mean, it's kind of hard because cutscene storage. And then the FreeCast method, which is the one I used today, is the best one and is the fastest one. Even for cutscene storage, you would use that. Yo, Evelyn, how you doing? You beat Geist. Is it Geist or Geist? I think it's Geist. Nice. Congrats. I watched a little bit of your stream. It looked like a pretty tough game. Alright, that's pretty good.
Curry.
And it's too... I lose like 10 seconds or more. Probably more. Probably like 15 seconds on that split compared to gold. Because of the extra loading. And then the trapper. So... still pretty good. Geist, yeah. That's like Geiger counter. Save guides? I have no idea what is that. But yeah, that A...
I will not argue
that
I
I
was
sound
shocked by
of
the
those 2
sudden
letters. I think that's German, isn't it? Because I remember when I was at university, there was a formula that was called Steiner on Spanish, which is a E and an I, but everyone called it Steiner. So it's kind of the same as Geist, but Geist instead. It's interesting that you keep finding skips. The run is gonna be like 5 chapters played. What was Steiner used for? Steiner was used for in physics, on mechanics. You would use it to, what was it for? Something like changing the mass center of a system, I think, something like that. Or a rigid solid. Either a system of masses or a rigid solid. Rigid solid. One of those 2, I don't quite remember. Actually, it was a teacher on mechanics. I should remember that. But it was just 1 semester. And I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I did it because I have a scholarship and I have to do it. I think it was for solid rigids. %90 sure. It's kind of early. Okay, that's good. I love that this horror roars twice. It makes this part so easy. It says related to volume of a solid, yeah. Sounds like calculus 3, kinda. Yeah, you do it mechanics, you do it simultaneously with calculus 3, actually. So it's kinda like that. He has some of that. Like the surface, the derivative of the enclosed volume. I think we're talking about different things, though. Okay, I'm gonna try the sliding to see how it goes. No, it just doesn't work. And I wasted an extra bullet. Jeez. Why do I have 2 bullets here, though? I'm confused. Weird. Maybe I didn't waste one? What the fuck? No idea. I mean, it depends. It depends on your career, I guess. For me, it was very useful because I studied astronomy and then physics. So it was pretty useful. Probably the most useful subject I have was mechanics. Because then every single physics theory is like fundamental on classical mechanics. Even quantum mechanics, you kinda... It's very useful to know classics before. But yeah, I guess for engineering, probably not that useful. Or informatics, rather. Whoa. Nice. Counterpoint. Calculus is cool. Yeah, I kinda agree. I just hate the beginning of calculus. When you have to demonstrate everything. Like, you can't even multiply by 0. Because it's not demonstrated that 0 times something is 0, so you have to demonstrate it. That is like the first 2 weeks of calculus. At least on my university it was like that. And I hate it. Because you couldn't use anything you knew. You have to demonstrate everything from the axioms. And it sucked. But then after that, it gets more interesting. Yeah, linear algebra, it's a great thing. Like, I think it's very useful.
The ancients
Like, for example, if you're going for computation, informatics, linear algebra is so fucking useful. Probably the most useful mathematic. That, and I guess just normal algebra too, for logic and stuff. I think that's more important than anything else on mathematics. Even more important than calculus. I actually like linear algebra very much. I feel like it gets pretty tricky towards the end. Alright, zombie. Are you gonna help or not? That's kind of a weird spot. Not the best angle. Yeah, that was kind of my fault. I fucked up the angle. Quite a bit. Explode, thanks. Yeah, the Delta Epsilon stuff is bullshit. I hate it. Like, fuck that. I'm just gonna use derivatives. Alright. I don't have a lot of magic. I kinda need a strat for magic to get a good magic at the end. I think that might help a lot. Let's go safe. Bleeding walls. Okay, 3 bullets, I guess. Probably still faster than 2 shotgun shots, to be fair. Never mind. I guess I'll sneak here. That is very low magic. This might not work. You. No. The point is to torture you with math demonstrations. That's the point. Yeah, I think it's fine to do it once. Like, you're never gonna use it on your work, but you still kind of need to justify it at least once. I mean, it's just useful to learn from where it comes, and like Big No is telling, if you ever want to study that shit and discover new stuff, then you gotta learn the basic methods, because you're gonna be doing those for the new stuff. But of course, if you're not gonna work on that, then it doesn't matter at all. You can just use your derivatives and it doesn't matter. But that goes for everything, actually. Like, any discipline has the same problem of, you know, like, base knowledge. Yo, hello, sir. I can't reach chat that much on Lindsay.
Get away from me.
Okay, that's a sanity effect. Kinda cool. Shotguns should be always the same speed as pistol. It's definitely slower, I think. Like, I think I timed that. You. Just run farther. Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, because of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you definitely got a point. Yeah, because he has the same problem with the rifle. Which is like longer cooldown for the next shot. But you can still like attack cancel very fast. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, let's see how much time I lose on Lindsay. Or wait, did I God run skip last time or not? I don't remember. I probably did. Alright. Get ready for the worst part of the speedrun. Or the best part if I get it immediately. So, this is the Edward skip. You get those two cutscenes together. One finishes the other early. You can move in the cutscene and then there's no collision on this wall. And you can enter this room, which is very late game stuff. So this item right here allows you to skip Edward. So that's Edward skip. Now, Roberto skip. Dude, watch it. Please. Of course, no, not enough frames, of course. It's always like that. Every time I get it first try, it's not enough frames. Fuck life. That's definitely not enough. Got like 2 frames. Gotta go for it again. That sucks. That's why I don't celebrate until I actually get the page. Because you never know. It's not a real victory until you get the page. Alright, that's probably like 3 tries. I mean, it's 2, but with the other one, it's probably like 3, up to 4 even. That's not gonna work. I'm so mad. I'm always so mad at this part. Okay, sub 30 is not possible anymore. Sub 130, I mean. But I can still PV. Please. This war is so unfair. That's also not enough frames. God. So I need to be able to see like a couple frames before this cutscene. Otherwise it's not enough. Okay. I don't think I can actually PV at this point, but I can root PV. I can PV on Roberto Skip root still. That's a very bad match. Yeah, I have several tries still. I don't think that's enough magic for an enchantment. Yeah. Okay. Please. That must be nice to be able to convert over mid-run. You mean to calculate the time? I can't believe this. Dude, 3 times with no frames. This is so unfair. It's just so unfair. Maybe I misunderstood. I thought you were changing from Roberto Skip to non-Roberto Skip TV. I mean, kinda. Thing is, my actual PV is 131, 40 something. So if I want to beat that, I need to land this trick on like 7 tries, more or less. Then, if I don't get it on 7 tries, I cannot, like, real PV, you know? But I can PV on this road. Because my quote-unquote PV on this route is different. It's the one on the splits. Because these splits are different from the War Record. Just because, you know, the War Record and this run use very different splits. So it doesn't really make sense to compare those two. I compare some of the segments for Sum of Best. But that's about it. A lot of the segments are different, so... So right here, I'm behind compared to the War Record. But I can still PV with these splits. Like, get better splits with this route. Okay, at least I'm getting this more often, which is always good. Even if I don't get the frames, it seems that my matching is getting better. And that's the only reason why I continue doing this, because it's kind of practice, you know? And because I can save a lot in the next chapter too. I can't believe this. 4 times without frames. Jeez. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm gonna make a small BRV and come back for more runs. At least I got good... Jesus. Good golds. Be right back.